I'm your host, Joe, and Chris, here as always, bringing us some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So when we last left off, we had 96.3% of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series complete, with 39.2% of the overall campaign complete. Over the last few episodes of Season 3, we've done the Jane Yuki versus Jesse Anderson duel, Jesse Anderson versus Jane Yuki reverse duel, the Jane Yuki versus Axel Brody duel, the Axel Brody versus Jane Yuki reverse duel, the Jim Cook Crocodile versus Tyranno Hasselberry duel, the Tyranno Hasselberry versus Jim Cook Crocodile reverse duel, the Adrian Gecko versus Chaz Princeton duel, the Chaz Princeton versus Adrian Gecko reverse duel, the Jane Yuki versus Dr. Chameleon Viper duel, the Dr. Chameleon Viper versus Jane Yuki reverse duel, the Jesse Anderson versus Zane Truesdale duel, the Zane Truesdale versus Jesse Anderson reverse duel, the Jane Yuki versus Marcel duel, the Marcel versus Jane Yuki reverse duel, the Jane Yuki versus Jesse Anderson duel, the Jesse Anderson versus Jane Yuki reverse duel, and that was most recently. And now we are on to the final 6 duels. Now return to the Supreme King. Our goal will be to finally reach the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX campaign, after which I will be doing the Challenge Deck campaign from the first and second series. So, normally what I do is after I've read the dialogue once in a stream or video or whatever, I'll just skip past it, but I'll go ahead and reread it again, since it'll be the end of an era, which is only going to come up one in every 25, which is only going to happen 5 times throughout the series, because one for the original series, one for GX, one for 5Ds, one for Zexo, and of course, one for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. So, with it being only 5 times that we end off an entire series, I figured we can go ahead and do it. So, info and 8. Yubel sought a final confrontation against Jade. Yubel, you want a duel? If it's a fight you're looking for, I'm up for it. Since you're up for a challenge, let's have this duel. Follow me, if you dare. Jade, wait, you're actually going? Come on, pal, you really have to ask? Well then, here. I'm guessing you won't let me come with you, so take my deck and give that Yubel a little piece of my mind. Can you do that? Thanks, Jesse. Now get some rest and regain your strength. You sure you should go? It's probably some kind of trap. There could be 100 fiends waiting for you, or some scary monster. Well, in that case, I don't want to miss out. As Jaden ascended to oblivion to duel Yubel, he was met with a barrage of memories from his youth and learned that Yubel was his childhood friend. You mean relearned, okay. Yubel explained how she became the way she was. She absorbed the light of destruction's rays and was transformed. Despite the destruction it would cause, Yubel wished to unite all worlds into one so that she and Jaden could be together forever. Jaden knew that the only way to save all the worlds was to absorb Yubel into his own body. Shall we settle this once and for all, Jaden? Are you ready to face me head on? As long as you're not using Jesse's cover, I'm coming at you with everything I got. I wouldn't want it any other way, but give me your best shot. Oh, I will. Yubel, let's do this. Choose Destroy Deck, use Store Deck for this duel, or use Deck of your own. We will of course with Destroy Deck as always. With 8 fighters in this one card. It's ironic, it's a 5D for that card. Destroy Deck Channel. Let's go with that. And one circle first as always. Alright, it's my turn first. I set a marker from my hand face down into the field and face down the defensive position. With that, I end my turn. Here we go. I know I should have used the emergency card deck then, but it doesn't really matter. There's no real useful need for it. Useful need for it, I should say. 3 copies of Graceful Charity in the same first turn. Wow, that's crazy. Just to set like what? Full back row? Okay. Just straight up full back row. What do you discard? Chaos and Master, Bell, Terror Incarnate, Reverse and Chaos and discard it yourself. Okay. I remember in the animated playing with Sinister Seeds into Yubel, and from Yubel into Yubel Incarnate, but whatever. So my turn then. Turn, and I send Elemental Hero percentage hits from hand on the side of the field attack. In that case, I activate the spell card E-Immersion to call from my hand. I'm going to add any Elemental Hero and send launch from my deck straight to my hand. I choose Elemental Hero Spartan, who's level 4. I am straight from my deck to my hand, my deck's been shuffled. And with that, I end my turn. Here we go. With 5 face damages, of course, a full back row, you'd kind of expect something like that to happen. It's a way better way of getting what you got. In case it's my turn, I draw the turn. I summon Elemental Hero Avon from the side of the field and attack him. Turn. And now I activate the spell card, replace spell card Super Polymerization from my deck. Allow me to discard one card to fusion summon one fusion launcher from my extra deck, using launchers from either player's side of the field as fusion materials. Cards and effects also cannot be activated in response to this card's usage. I discard Necro Garden from my hand to the graveyard. Then I fuse together your Yubel Terra Incarnate and my Elemental Hero Avian together in order to fusion summon Elemental Hero Escuriado. This guy, okay? Let's go with that. On this card count, special summon for fusion cannot be special summoned in other ways, and the things to check. This card gains 1 attack points for each elemental hero in the same launch from my graveyard. So basically a precursor to Goku. Or is it like the original Goku? I don't know, I can't remember. Now we have Elemental Hero Escurado, Attacker. This guy attacked the life one directly. With that, I'm going to turn your guy. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. I summon level 4 Elemental Hero Spartan from my hand, my side of the field, and attack mode. Then I'm going to have Elemental Hero, this guy, take out your face down defensive position monster. Then Elemental Hero Spartan will attack that life points directly. And with that, I end my turn. Here we go. There's no way. In that case, it's my turn. I draw the turn. I like how it actually looks animated, like with the dust particles or whatever, like the shadows, kind of animated here. I'm gonna have my Elemental Hero, both my launchers attack your life points directly. And with that, Well, that's game. GG. Nice. Info innate. Yubel attempted to use super polymerization to fuse all the worlds together. Okay. Now I activate super polymerization. With its power, I will break the boundaries of time and space and unite the 12 dimensions. When the 12 dimensions become one, the ensuing explosion will create a new world. One where only you and I shall exist. I've done it. By destroying your reality, I've won. You and I will finally be together forever. Not quite. What? Super polymerization isn't fusing any dimensions. I can't let that happen. Instead, it's going to fuse us. Fuse us? Well, I get it. You started out with good intentions, but you lost your way. You've been alone. So alone. But you're not going to get to be anymore. You're not going to be alone anymore, Yubel. I'll help you find the right path again. Together, we will fight as one. This is actually displayed in the movie Yu-Gi-Oh! 3D Bonus Beyond Time. Just, well, fun fact. If you haven't seen it, you really should. After Jade and Yubel's Duel Academy was returned to Earth safely, along with all of the students. However, no one knew where Jade and Yubel had gone, or whether they would ever see them again. New Reverse Duel unlocked Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Return of the Supreme King. New Deck Avatar unlocked Yubel. New Deck Recipe unlocked Yubel Ultimate Nightmare. New Challenge Deck unlocked Yubel White Sworn Judgment. Signature Card Award Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare. New Card Award Armageddon Knight. New Card Award Samsara Lotus. As well as Victory Duel for turn 1,742 Duelist points. And with that, we have now completed the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX original, the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series, I'm sorry. Well, not 100%. We still gotta do the reverse duel between Yubel and Jade and Yuki. Choose X Store Deck, use Store Deck for this duel, use X Deck your own, of course, but Store Deck as always. With Morphtronic Camera as the link screen card this time. For those of you wondering, that pop-up was the Trophy Valley Victorian, which you get for completing the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX campaign. Let's go scissors. And I'll go first since we won, of course. And it's my turn. And it's my turn first. I summon level 4 Armageddon Knight from my hand in the field and attack mode. With its effect, when this card is successfully summoned, I can send one dark attribute monster from my deck to the graveyard. I choose Yubel. My deck is unshuffled, and I set 3 cards from my hand face down to field play. With that, I end my turn. Here we go. Now I activate the effect on the face down turn to attribute the trap card, so now whenever a monster is successfully summoned, this card will destroy all monsters on the field. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. I activate the field spell card Savage Colosseum from my hand. So now thanks to this card's effect, if a monster attacks at the end of the damage step, its controller gains 300 life points. All monsters must attack if able, and during each in-phase destroy all face-up attacks and monsters that turn player controls. It did not declare an attack. Now I'm going to activate my face-down continuous reverse trap card. I'm going to target one monster with 1,000 or less attack points in my graveyard and special summon to the field and attack position. If the target is changed to defense position, it gets destroyed, and this card. And when this card leaves the field, destroy that target, and vice versa. Then I'm going to have Yubel take out attack that life points directly. Instead Coliseum, I gain 300 life points, and one monster is saved. With that, I end my turn. Here we go. In that case, it's my turn. I draw for turn. I activate the spell card Double Cyclone from my field. I'm going to target 2 cards on the field, one of mine and one of yours, and destroy them. I'll get rid of my style of its Coliseum and your face. Super Polymerization. Then I'll summon Chaos and Master from my hand inside the field in attack mode, and I'll attack the life points directly. Finally, I've set 1 card from my hand face down to field later, and with that, I end my turn. Here we go. Now it's my turn. I draw for turn. I activate my face down continuous ominous fortune telling trap card. So now during my standby phase, I can select 1 random card from my opponent's hand and call the type of card I believe it is. Launch spell trap card. And if I call it right, I inflict 700 points of damage to my opponent's life points. And I can only use this effect once per turn. Then I set 1 card from my hand face down into the field later. And on my turn by having Chaos and Master attack a face down defense position monster. With that, I end my turn. Here we go. In that case, it's my turn. I draw for turn. If Almost Fortune Telling's effect, I can select that 1 card in your hand and predict it. I say it's a monster. Ouch. Since I called it right, you lose 700 life points. Now I take another copy on face on the reverse trap card, bringing back Yubel from my graveyard. Back to the field in attack mode. Then I'm going to have Yubel attack your elemental hero Necro Shade. Then I set 1 card from my hand face down to the field later, then I end my turn. The rest I can include destroying itself and then it reverse. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. I take the spell card first off, the effect of Almost Fortune Telling activates, and I'm going to select it. I say it's a monster, right, so you lose 7 or more life points. Then I take the spell card Grace for Charity from my hand. I'm going to draw 3 cards and discard 2. I discard Savage Coliseum and Samosar Lotus. Then I set 1 card from my hand and face down into the field later. As well as activating the face down continuous call on the trap card. With it, I can bring back Armageddon Knight from my graveyard back to the field and attack. With this effect, I send a launcher from my deck to the graveyard. Say goodbye to another copy of Yubel. With that, my deck is shuffled, and I'll end my turn. Here we go. I activate the effect of my face down trap card, Torrential Tribute. Just like before, I'll then launch on the field and scroll. Now it's my turn. I draw for turn. Development's Fortune Telling this effect, I'll once again protect it's a monster and I'm right, so you lose 7 or more life points. Then I just set a card from my hand face down until 3 days later. And with that, I end my turn. Here we go. Imagine you draw a triple Yubel and double turn incarnate or something like that, like all Yubel monsters. Good stuff. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. On this fortune teller's effect, I want to select a monster card for 7 life points. That's actually fairly effective burn damage. And I'll pass my turn. Get that. There's a lot of work into that. My turn now. I draw for turn. I'll set one monster from my hand face down. I set one monster from my hand face down into the field later. With that, I'm facing the defensive position. And with that, I end my turn. Here we go. With the effect of Mystic Tomato, since it's sent to the graveyard battle, I can special summon one monster with 1500, one dark monster with 1500 last attack points from my deck and face attack position. I choose Mystic Tomato. My deck is in shuffle. And it's again will activate its effect. Special summoning my other copy of Mystic Tomato. Once again, my deck is shuffled. That's my turn. I draw the turn. I switch Mystic Tomato from attack position to defense position, and with that, I'll end my turn. I use the effect of my face down continuous call on a trap card to select one monster on the graveyard and special summon it. I choose Yubel. So rise once again. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. Perfect. I discard one dark attribute monster from my that's level 5 or above from my hand. Special summon Dark Grepper from my hand to the field and attack mode. I discard Yubel, the ultimate nightmare. Special summon from my hand to the field and attack mode. Now I'm going to have my Dark Grepper take out the Elemental Hero Sparkman. I'm always loving that card. I end my turn by attributing Dark Grepper. With that, my turn's at Yubel. Now it's my turn. I draw for turn. Using the effect of Ominous Fortune Teller, I select a random card in your hand, and I say, it's a spell. Oh, shame. I activate the spell card Foolish Burial from my hand. I'm missing one monster from my deck straight to the graveyard. I send Yubel, Terra Incarnate, from my deck straight to the graveyard. With that, I'll end my turn. And Yubel will tribute itself. Which makes game. Cut order when fail, punctuation to the transparent and people. Let's try it again. This time Necro Defender will be on this card. I'm actually not sure what area card, what area that card's from. I'll go to paper, and of course I lost, so I will see you. That's gonna be the second, that's the second one. Man, I cannot believe I was done. I'm so done with this. It's my turn first. I set 4 cards from my hand face down to field later, like that, and my turn. Here we go. I activate the effect of my face down trap card, turn to tribute. So now since a monster was summoned, I can destroy all monsters on the field. And now, I'll activate the effect of my face down continuous ominous fortune telling trap card. And in addition, my face down mystical space step can use a quick way spell card to destroy your face down card before you get a chance to activate it. It's my turn. I draw a turn. On this fortune telling effect, I choose one random card. I say it's a monster. It is so you lose 700 life points. Then I'll set 1 card from my hand face on to field later, and at that, I'll end my turn. Here we go. I do like how in all the story decks, they only have 1 copy of the boss monster, because it's kind of representative of the actual show itself. Because of course, if it's your boss monster in the show, they're only going to give you 1 copy of it. It's my turn, I draw for turn. On this fortune teller effect now activates, I'm going to choose a random card in your hand. I'll say it's a spell card. I sent 1 card from my hand face on the field. For later, and with that, I end my turn. Here we go. What I need now is some Sour Lotus. It's my turn, I draw for turn. Thanks to all misfortune telling's effect, I can select 1 card and predict. I say it's a spell. Really? That wasn't claiming that you set? Or do you just have another one? I summon Chaos and Master from my hand to the field in attack mode and have attack the face down defensive monster. Thanks to this effect, whenever this card successfully destroys an enhanced monster and sends it to the graveyard, I can special summon 1 level 5 or higher monster with 1600 or less attack points from my deck. I choose Yubel. I'll then special summon to myself from my deck to my side of the field in attack mode and shuffle my deck. With that, I'll end my turn. Then I use the effect of Yubel to tribute off my Chaos and Master so it doesn't get destroyed. Wait, is he actually dark? See, it's my turn, I draw for turn. And this fortune telling activates, and I'll select what's probably gotta be a monster, because why would you not set a spell trap card? I choose monster. So you lose 700 life points. Is he actually oh, he is! Okay. I mean, with a name like Nicholas shit, I guess I should have figured that out already, but whatever. I'll send 1 card from my hand face down to the field later. And then Activate my face down, continuous call the haunted trap, allowing me to revive one of my fallen monsters in attack mode. So combat, chaos, and master. Then I'll end my turn distributing it once more to save Yubel from destruction. And now, it's my turn. I draw a turn. On a particular monster, I'm going to use some life points and some right. And with that, I'll simply pass my turn by having the well destroy itself. It's your turn now. Activate the effect of my face down continuous trap card limit reverse. With this, I bring back Yubel from the graveyard back to the field in attack mode. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. All my fortune tolerance effect is activated, and I choose a monster, and on right she has 700 life points. Then, activate my face down mystical space typhoon trap card. And spell card. MST negate. I destroy Call of the Haunted. And set a card from my hand face down. 2 cards from my hand face down to the field void with. Then I'll end my turn by once again having Yubel choose yourself. It's amazing how many copies of Yubel I can cycle through without having to actually use one copy. Like how many times I can recycle a single copy of Yubel. I just found that so interesting. I get my face down continuous limit reverse trap card once again, bringing back Yubel. Yield and attack. Oh, hey, what's up? It's my turn, I draw a turn. Once again, on this fortune tongue's effect goes off and I choose monster. This is 700 more life points. Then I take the spell card Graceful Charity from my hand. I'm gonna draw 3 cards and discard 2. I discard Yubel Terra Incarnate and Yubel herself. Then I take the spell card Lord of Darkness from my hand. I'm gonna draw 2 cards and banish 1. I'll get rid of Armageddon Knight. Then I summon Dark Grapple from my hand to the field and attack mode. Now I'm going to have my Dark Grappler take out your Elemental Hero Prisma in a tie battle. In that case, my turn's over. With the effect of Yubel, I tribute Dark Grappler to keep her on the field. Why? It completely contradicts the point of your fusion monster. Yeah, because you're gonna get that Rainbow Nia, that's okay. And now it's my turn again. I draw the turn. And this fortune tolerance effect goes off, and I'll choose a monster once again. This is 700 more life points. Then I summon Mystic Tomato from my hand inside the field and attack mode. The Mystic Tomato is going to then attack the Elemental Hero Fusion Monster. How's that? Then I get the effect of both Mystic Tomato and my face down Sinister Seeds trap card. First off with Sinister Seeds effect, when a monster I control is destroyed by a battle in which I took damage, and it was in face-up attack position, at the start of damage step, when it's destroyed I can special summon one Sinister Seed, one level 1 Plant type, Dark Attribute Plant type Sinister Seed token, 100 attack and defense points for every 500 points of damage. Battle damage I took from that battle. I special summon two Sinister Seed tokens to the field in defense. With Mystic Tomato's effect, I can then special summon another monster from my deck straight to the field. I choose my second Mystic Tomato, who I'll then special summon from my deck straight to the field in attack mode. Then I'm going to have both Yubel and Mystic Tomato attack your 2 face-down defensive position monster cards. And with that, I'll end my turn by setting one card from my hand face-down as a field later, and attributing one of my Sinister Seed tokens. Four things to just use as tribute fodder, really. Not much else. Once again, the effect of Mystic Tomato is now activated. I'm going to special summon yet again my final copy of it. My third and final copy of it, which I will just shuffle my deck. Finally, Mystic Tomato's effect is activated. I'm going to special summon one more monster from my deck straight to the field. I choose Yubel. And now it's my turn. I draw for turn. Almost Fortune Telling's effect is now online. I choose monster. And it is here with 700 life points. Then I summon Dark Grepper from my hand to the field and attack mode. And I just cost myself game again. No, I didn't. Dark Grepper will crash into your elemental hero prison. Then your bow will attack your face-down defense position monster card. I wonder if both the Yubels tribute themselves. Nope, didn't get the chance since it was no longer on the field. Huh. And then in case it's my turn, I draw for turn. I use the effect of Ominous Fortune Telling. And now, I choose monster. And since it is, you lose 700 more life points. Then I activate my face-down continuous limit reverse trap card, bringing back Yubel from the graveyard back to the field and attack mode. Then, I activate the field spell card Savage Coliseum from my hand. Both of my copies of Yubel will attack your face-down defensive position monster card. And thanks to that, I'm getting a total of 600 life points. With that, I'll end my turn. Here we go. And all I gotta do is tribute one copy of Yubel. Savage Coliseum doesn't have an effect. In that case, it's my turn. I draw for turn and use Ominous Fortune Telling's effect once again. I choose a monster and it is to say goodbye to 700 more of your life points. Then, I summon Dark Grepper from my hand on my side of the field and attack. Yubel will then attack your elemental hero Escuriado. And I get 300 more life points with it, the effect of Savage Coliseum. And Dark Grepper will take out your elemental hero Percentages. Thanks to Savage Coliseum, I gain 300 more life points. And with that, I'll tribute Dark Grepper in order to keep Yubel into the field, and then I'll end my turn. Oh, the Haunted, where are you? Where did I go through my copies already? Oh, well, that's not good. Call the haunted quest? Oh, never mind. In that case, it's my turn. I draw for turn. Almost fortune telling effect kicks in once again. Now choose a monster card. It is, so you lose 700 more life points. I wonder if I can actually clutch this. I'll set a monster from my hand face down to the field and face in the defensive position. With that, I end my turn. Your go. Not gonna lie, I was gonna be in big trouble there. It's my turn. I draw for turn. Almost fortune telling's effect is active. I declare a monster. And it is, so you once again will lose 700 more life points. And I just got the effect elitist trap card. I mean trophy. Yeah, isn't that kind of weird charming, huh? I'll set one card from my hand face down to the field for later. And with that, I'll pass him back to you. Here you go. You got this. Man, if I had lasted one more time now. Oh well, GG. You card what? How much is the charisma? The concentration will confirm you out to the 7. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your host, Chris. Signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.